This is the Fili figure. He's also going to be, like his brother Keely, very dark grey with white, lighter basalt grey highlights. It's got a lot of folds on the back of the figure there. Quite happy with the face at the moment. And I've already done the sword dry brushing. So let's start off with dark grey all over the coat and boots. The hair I've done with flat earth. Part of the scabbard I've done with raw umber and the trousers. And the rest of the figure with the dark grey. The fur around the neck is also flat earth, but I'm going to make that a lot brighter with some highlights. So some highlights to do on the coat now, which I'll be using the basalt grey again for that, because this figure is a sort of lighter grey figure than his brother. And the glove greaves have been also done with raw umber. It's a sort of leather look. And I need to highlight the hair as well. So I'll just add some white to the flat earth to do the highlights for that, which is what I'm tending to do for the highlights anyway. I'm just adding a little bit of white to the base colour that I've used. So by adding white to the basalt grey, I've touched up all around the coat here. See, so where some of it's much lighter now for the highlights. And also on the hair, I did a brown wash on it first just to get it a bit darker in the recesses, and then I've added white to the flat earth, just a touch of white, just to pick out the highlights on that as well. So yeah, and also the furry bits at the front on his chest there, those I've got to highlight. I'm going to do another slightly whiter highlight on that as well, just to differentiate it from the hair. Also did some highlighting on the boots. So what's left to do is the hilt and pommel of the swords as usual, and the belt, and these greaves, arm greaves, need a bit of work on as well. I'm sure he's carrying little knives inside these. Could be. I'll paint them as if they are. And it would make sense as well, because he's not actually carrying any other weaponry on him apart from the two swords, and you'd think as a dwarf he'd be fairly well equipped. And the finished model. So I did some highlights on the greave arms, arm greaves. And looking closely at the figure, which is the better one to show, I think it's this one, isn't it? They are actually knives in there that he's got, so they've got a metal handle. And I've done some highlights on those as well, and lightened up the fur on the front. And also did the pommel and hilt of the swords in silver, and put some silver on the top of this bit here as well, which is like a ornament for his scabbards. So yeah, quite quick to paint, that one. Maybe I'm just getting quicker, but it's the filming that takes the time. But the actual painting of the figure itself is quite simple, because there's only a few highlights, only a few colours, so not too much to do. I think I've done a nice job on the moustache and on this one. It's usually something I'd make a right mess of. Oh yeah, and I'd put the silver buckles on the front there as well. So there you go, another completed dwarf.